Hey, good evening. So I've got me a little time. So I'm gonna do something I haven't done yet, and I've been dying to do it. It's just time. I wanna see what happens when I start fiddling with Unity. So the latest state of the game. I have actually built the game plan a little bit. I got some defensive plays, some offensive plays. Kind of cleaned up my setup. I can delete. I can save. Kind of got it so you can scroll through your items as you make a bigger and bigger game plan with more and more detail. I don't have the special yet because this isn't actually it's like special conditions, timeouts, what do you do when you flip a coin, that kind of thing. And I want to put that stuff in, but that's an addition to the game plan that I haven't gotten to create and set up yet. So I'm not going to do that just yet. I do need to do that. That's going to be a lot of stuff that goes into the simulator. But I also started thinking, do I have to have the simulator 100% to do any Unity front end? The answer is no. Why? I have so much things. All the stuff I've done on my React app, I need to do in the Unity app, or at least most of it. Game plan so I also need to start playing with the graphics a little bit in there and start seeing what I can do with the models. And so really there's nothing really stopping me from taking a quick break from what I've got. So I've got things working in a pretty good state, so I'm gonna go ahead and check in everything. So we're gonna go here and say let's see, what is this? Implement simulator backend out. That's actually a lot. But I don't actually have that. Simulator service up and front end function. We'll do that to commit all and push. All right, so with that said, I'm going to actually see what happens when I just open and start Unity. I don't have any idea what to expect from Unity. Do I use Unity Hub? I mean, do I use Visual Studio? I don't even know. This is going to be interesting because I'm going to be like, this is all going to be brand new to me. I'm going to have to start making calls to do my authentication. I got to make a web page. So this will be fun. So there's a lot to do. I've decided it's just time. So if I type Unity in here, I did install Unity Hub. I don't know what to expect from this though. I mean, should I just run it? What is the best IDE for development in Unity for Android app? Unity Hub. Yes. 2022. Just code. Unity Hub. While Unity Hub is essential for managing Unity projects, it's not an IDE. You still need an IDE like Visual Studio Writer, or Visual Studio Code. While technically a code editor rather than a full IDE, it's lightweight and customizable. It requires some setup for Unity development, but it's a good option if you prefer a faster, less resource-heavy tool. Okay, so let's go to Visual Studio then. I don't know if I want to close this. I like to have it open. I don't know. I just do. Even though it's not connected anymore because I disconnected the back end. I can't really do much. I could go to the front page, but then I won't be able to navigate here. So for now, I'll keep it. Let's just open up a Visual Studio instance and see. What do I call it? New project? Create a new project. Yes. Hopefully, I have Unity Hub installed. I don't know what it does. Try Hub. GitHub 3.0 now. Yeah, sure. So it's not an IDE. So I don't have any idea what this does. Did it download it? It said GitHub Unity now. Unity blog. Projects. You have no project here. To be able to start working, add a Unity version. Alright, let's go here, restart now and install. Alright, so definitely want to go with, how many steps did I do today? 15,000 steps. I ran like 7 point something miles this morning, so easy to get over 10 when you're running lots of miles. Welcome to Unity. Do I even have a Unity login? Thought I did. Maybe. I really don't know what I have here. Oh, you know what? I should probably just try to use my Google login, which is what I use for pretty much everything. Oh, there's a Unity editor. Alright, so let's go here. Unity, 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 Unity. None of these are Unity. Alright. How do I set up or start a Unity project in VS 2022? I don't want to use VS Code because honestly, maybe it can. Download and install Unity Hub. Did that. During Unity installation, ensure you select the game development with Unity workload in the Visual Studio 2022 installer. This includes the necessary tools for Unity integration. Well, I'm installing the Unity Hub now, so that's in progress. Create a new Unity project. Okay, so during Unity installation, workload and install. This includes the necessary tools for Unity integration. Can you add, like, can VS Code let's go here and ask VS Code or VS 2022 or Unity. Visual Studio and VS Code, which one is better for Unity? Well, this is a 2022 question, but politics and preference and budget. Why is it budget? Because really, if you're just one person, hey, how's it going, Nintendo? If you're just one person, budget's not an issue because you can get Visual Studio for free. So a lot of people at my work swear by Writer. I don't want to use Writer. I don't want to learn another IDE. So it's going to be Visual Studio or VS Code, as it is free and customizable. I prefer this because it recognizes each C# keywords, unlike Visual Studio, which tends to not recognize keywords and cause compile errors. I use VS Code. VS Code support is also deprecated in recent releases of Unity. Oh, so while the original answer was very much preference, it's now Visual Studio if you want an officially supported code editor. Okay, so that's the problem with asking a question and reading a 2022 answer. Is there something that's more recent? For Unity development, both are viable options. Or offers more comprehensive, integrated experience with built-in Unity support and debugging. The VS Code is lighter, faster, and relies on extensions for Unity integration. The best choice depends on your preferences and specific needs. Stronger integration. I'm going with Visual Studio. Assuming, of course, it ever finishes installing. I've got so they have their own editor, but I don't know what Writer is. So I gotta wait a second, because apparently I gotta wait for this to finish installing. So, there's no reason why I needed to close this. Let's open this back up. So as you can see, I've kind of got my game plan kind of going smooth. That's what I've been working on today. It's kind of looking, I think it's looking pretty good. Got a good game plan. I got the adds and the deletes all working. I've even got some defensive plans in there. The next plan for the game plan is to get special stuff in there. It's not really special teams, it's like special situations. Like I mentioned before, using timeouts. When do you call timeouts? When do you go for 2 points? When do you do an onside kick? Stuff like that. That you can tweak. And I've got to figure out the exact layout of that and put that under special. And it's not really special teams because punts and field goals and all that stuff are special teams as well. And those things are really offensive and defensive. They're not really, the situations that you would call to respond to those are offensive and defensive situations. Like, do you look for a fake on 4th and 2 if the other team's behind? Look for a fake punt or a fake field goal or whatever. So you might set up certain things like that. But that's offense and defense. So special teams is really about the other things. What do you do for a coin flip? Do you take, do you call heads or tails? Do you choose to go kick or receive? That kind of stuff. And having that in there. But then I started thinking, like I said, I want to find out. It's time to start playing with Unity. I got to start doing it. And you know what? There's a lot to do. Even if I just wanted to do in Unity what I've done on React. So, did I not start things? Oh, I did. It's just taking forever. Probably because it's still loading the IDE. Take your time, ANG auth. All right, well, where are we with this install? Well, are we still going? Where is it? Oh, it was running a second ago. Oh, there it is. Unity 6 downloads. Are we still doing this? 0. Why is it taking so long? Do I need to click install? Oh, it is installing. Just in the process. Okay, whatever. I'm looking forward to playing with this. Starting to just get an idea to see what am I up against. What is this Unity thing that I have decided to be important to my application? What's it look like just to have it running? I don't know. I still have to figure out how. I don't know what things are going to look like. I want to be able to start formatting a UI. You know what I'm going to do? I might start working with a fold as my first aspect ratio. I'm going to do a Galaxy Fold 5 as my first aspect ratio. This way I have two versions. I have the front screen and the middle screen. Now a lot of games out there don't fully function correctly on a Galaxy Fold. They might work okay on the outside, but it's really skinny and it's not a very because they're designed for long, skinny phones. But they don't reformat themselves correctly for the fold because apparently they don't believe those people deserve a good experience. Marvel Snap does it pretty good. I think Watcher of Realms does pretty good. But I've played a couple of football games where like stuff gets cut off because of the aspect ratio. It doesn't know how to make everything fit on a fold because it basically what happens is they allow the app to size to a certain point, like it's either the width or the height, and the rest of it kind of just shapes in place. But with the aspect ratio of a fold is square. So if certain direction expands to whatever maximum, the parts that don't show up don't get cut off. Like it might expect a skinny aspect ratio, and if it goes all the way out to the height, you lose the sides, or if it goes all the way out to the top, you lose the bottom. You know, it just depends on what you're doing because they're designed to work a certain way. And so I have to close apps all the time and reopen them on the skinny little front end of a fold. So my game is going to be developed with a fold in mind. Why not? And then I will start working on aspect ratios for other slightly different dimensional phones. But you know, I want things to look good on the big screen of a fold. Is this thing getting stuck, or does it just really take long to install? There's like no bar of progress. It's just spinning. It just says, yeah, we're installing. I would have thought, I could have swore I installed stuff for VS Code already. So yeah, let's go ahead and, what happened? Did I close that instance of Visual Studio that I had open? I must have. Could have swore I had Unity on here. So what do I want to say? Android? Android application, project for creating it on Android. I don't want to see Java, where, class, Maui, shared items project. Let's do this. That's probably what I need. Let's go install some stuff. Maybe I'm just missing it. I probably had put it on my other computer before, you know, when this one was having all the problems. And I maybe just never got around to installing all the stuff. Gaming. Game development with Unity. Oh, that is checked. So how come... Alright, so game development with Unity is there. All installations are up to date. Well, that's good. Alright, so game. Unreal Engine install client. I want Unity. Extended support. Azure Resource Group, Coco. Unity. NUnit, NUnit. XUnit, unit test. That's not Unity. SQL. They have Unreal Engine something or other. I didn't even know I had that installed. WebDriver. What is the problem here? How come I can't find it? In my open the set a Visual Studio, set the default script, create a Unity project, open Unity Hub and click on Unity project button, choose template 3D and specify the project name and location, click create to generate the project, set Visual Studio as the default script editor. Oh, So I have to create it in Unity Hub, which I am still installing before I can do this. And this just becomes the default script editor. I've just noticed that Visual Studio is better at debugging than VS Code for pretty much everything. I have had no end of pain trying to get things to work in VS Code. And this is not going to be a small project, so. See, there it is. If you prefer a more all-around, feature-rich, and integrated experience, especially with debugging, that is important. Visual Studio is 22 is a strong contender. Due to robust integration and debugging capabilities. Yeah, we're going that way. I just gotta. Sounds like that is the way to go. All right, so how come you're taking so long? Are you even doing anything? All right, well, I guess I could wait. I have to. What choice have I got? So we're going to push that off to the side for a minute. We'll let that run, and hopefully it's doing something. I don't know. I can't tell. It could just be big, because if it's anything like Visual Studio, that takes, what, forever. But Visual Studio gives you a bar saying you're actually, getting it installed. So, in the meantime, since I've got my game plan kind of working and everything seems to be working good and I got it looking pretty nice and I can scroll and leave my stuff at the top, I'm feeling really good about the way that looks. So what I don't have fully working is this again. So I'll go to the play editor. So you can see things are kind of wonky here. I'm pretty sure I can maybe play with this. I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. I'm just going to work on it until Unity is up, and we'll go from there. Player positions. So we have a partial flaw. What's the output say? We got back all of my formations, but as you can see, there is nothing loading. Yikes. That is like a mess. How come it's invisible and stuff, man? All kinds of weird stuff happening here. Alright. So, I bet you, I'd be willing to bet money it has to do with stuff I did with my back-end alterations when so I'm basically going to be cleaning up my my playbook. Do I not have the playbook? I really should separate some of this. Yeah, I gotta decide how to lay it. I wonder if I want to put a different item here. So I got game plan, playbook, and roster. Oh look, there's stuff happening. Please wait while we set up. Oh yeah, we finished the editor. Nice. Okay, so we're getting close. So I probably won't get too far on here, but let's go ahead and go to the play editor. I gotta get a playbook going too. I gotta get plays in, then I gotta do the playbook. But that's, that's neither here nor there right now. So let's keep moving here. Let's see, what do we have that's coming from something? So we have handle position click, handle play type click, handle route click, handle action click, get formations, selected position, formations, loading. I'm gonna be sure run past special target play type. Nope. Oh, you know what I don't have either? I can't load plays yet. I could save them, but I can't load them. Yeah, I never got around to that. I gotta set up a load option. I can create plays and save them to the database, and they'll be out there, but I don't have any way to save them. One thing at a time, man. Plus, I gotta change how it's storing the image of the play, because right now I got a thing that creates an image of the play. I have no idea what it looks like. It's putting it in the database, so it just looks like bleh. It just looks like a blob. It's blob data. It's just a big mess. So you can't do anything with it until you reload it. I don't have anything reloading it. If I were to save it as an image in the first place, it would have put it on in a folder for me, and then I could have clicked on it and go, "Hey, this is cool," you know. But I can't even do that. So I am going to change that, though. I think I am going to use full, because I think it might be an asset that I want loaded, so that those images can be accessed whenever a player, you know, loads a play. It can grab the play asset, so it's not something that they have to keep pulling from the database. Because I think anything I can put on for assets onto the device is gonna save. Am I shirt on backwards? It's like choking me today for some reason. It's not on backwards, so no, I am not delusional, but my shirts have been choking me lately. I don't know if my neck getting fat? I don't know what's going on. All right, so now we gotta go to projects. I'm supposed to create a project here, so we'll go new project. And we're gonna go, let's see, search templates, 2D platform micro game. No. First person, no. I'm doing a 3D. What do you mean? Download templates, okay. All right, designed to be your first project, each learning template guides you through the basics of Unity Editor. I don't need no basics, I got AI. I just want a new Universal 2D. 3D mobile. All right, I think that's what I want. Creating in 3D, this template includes recommended packages and settings for 3D mobile template. You know, I don't know what. I don't even know what a 2D. What would a 2D mobile football game look like? So, okay, so there's a game called Unicorn. It's on Nintendo Switch. All right, I'm gonna try something. What would an image? What would a 2D football simulator look like? Players, the ball and the field represented as 2D sprites or shapes. The field could have a grid or smooth surface with clear markings for goals, penalties. Game plan. Players can move in 4 directions: pass, shoot, and tackle. The ball physics would simulate rolling, bouncing interactions with players. You know, honestly, if I could visualize it, I have an idea in my head. I don't know if it's 2D, but it could be kind of cool. And it's different, right? Because everybody tries to do 3D. It could be kind of cool if I can if it's what I think it is. What is that? Unicorn Overlord? It's like this. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. No, Unicorn Overlord is 3D. What am I thinking of? Well, I'm thinking of the cutscenes of Unicorn Overlord. Or even the battle scenes are like, not the walking around on the field part. Unicorn Overlord. All right, so when I mention, like, so see this image on the right? That's 2D, isn't it? This image on the right is 2D, if I understand correctly. So it's basically, you don't... Oh, just show me the game. See, like this. Is this 2D or 3D? It kind of looks like 2D to me. Are there cutscenes? Alright, how about this? Are the battle scenes in Unicorn? Let me see what AI knows. Is the Nintendo game Unicorn Overlord considered 2D or 3D? It is 2D. That's what it kind of looks like to me. I have this image in my head of a 2D football game where you have all the players on the field. You're just kind of seeing the sprites, and if they're pretty nicely drawn, I mean, it would all be like side view, kind of side view. I don't know. I'm visualizing how I would make all the things, how I would make the players move on the field, because being 2D, it'd be tough to kind of manage the 3D grid. I mean, I guess I could have the game turned fully sideways and then players moving on there and you could see them. But I always like the idea of turning the field kind of sideways and then having them move. Now in Unity, you might be able to accomplish the grid effect. I don't know if I could do it in Android or in React. Huh. I need an idea. You know what? ChatGPT. Remember I think I may have mentioned this before. ChatGPT, you know, it makes some really good images nowadays. And I had kind of figured out when I first released ChatGPT 4.5 or whatever, the latest image editor. I went to in private, and I was basically able to generate every single one of my teams. I did about 40 images. No, yeah, easily 40, maybe even 50. And I only kept, so many, but 40 to 50 images all in one night, and I never got cut off by ChatGPT. The other day I tried it, it gave me 3 images and said, you're done for 24 hours. It would not let me do another image. It said, come back tomorrow, 24 hours later. Because it was like 10 o'clock when I did the 3 images. And then it said, yeah, you're done. It's like, wow. Wow, they really, they don't let you generate anything for free on ChatGPT anymore. It's bad. So, yeah, that sucks. They probably counted later on and go, oh, this guy took advantage of us. We're only going to give him 3 images a day. They're like, you suck, dude. You got more images than everybody's supposed to be allowed to use, so you're fired. We're not giving you anymore. Oh, good, dog images, because that's great. Here's a dog image you need to give me. Give me a clown lab. That's one of the characters I need. I am logged in. A clown lab. Okay, so ChatGPT did terrible with clown lab. What was it? DALL-E did pretty good. Gave me a decent clown lab. It was solid, but not great. It looked like, I mean, it looked like a Labrador with clown paint on his face, which was about what I wanted. ChatGPT was stuck on the clown. It could not. I even said a Labrador. I even tried to change it to a Labrador dressed as a clown. It just kept giving me clowns. It got clownitis. It couldn't do a clown lab, and I gave up on it. So I only get 3 questions, three images before this is going to cut me off. So I need an image of a 2D football game of orcs versus lizard men. In a no air style. I like no air. If I was to do a 2D style, it would be no air style. No air style on a muddy football field. Surrounded by bleachers. Let's see what this does. Let's see how good it can do. Now, it does take long with these images now. They're a lot slower than they were. I think they cranked it down. They made it slow, and you only get 3 questions. I'm just curious. I visualize a 2D football game could look kind of cool, but I could be wrong. Can you get 12 guys on a field moving around and not look clunky? I mean, they'd be little images because you could only get so big of an image. But it would probably greatly reduce the complexity of getting my game to work, because 2D is simpler as far as the mechanics. You don't have all of the fancy rendering, the movement. I mean, you have a little bit, but it's not as much, right? Because it's this. It's whatever's going on. It's not 3-dimensional movement. I don't know. I feel like it could be done, but I don't know if I want it to be. It's all going to depend on what I can come up with. And I don't know if it's faster or not. And you kind of have to make a decision on that pretty quick, right? See, the thing is about 2D models, you can take almost any image and create a 2D model out of it. Easier, way easier than creating a 3D model. Now the trick is you got to get them in different. You got to get them in different poses and stuff. I don't know how that works. You know, oh, I didn't even think it was going to do that. No, see, that's actually kind of cool. That's a cool image. I should probably keep that as a marketing image, kind of like how it would go. That's pretty cool. It's not, it wouldn't be like my game looks, but you know, like a lot of times they have the movie scenes, the movie cut scenes. That could be kind of like it. I might keep that. It's a cool image if nothing else. It's not what I wanted though. I like that. I mean, it has nothing to do with my game. Not quite what I was looking for. So it is cool. I am thinking of something more like you would see if it was a video game. So tiny characters on a, well, how about on a, if it was a mobile video game? So tiny characters on a football field. I don't think it's good. It's almost like I have to just do it, but I don't know how much time I want to waste just doing it. Is it better just to go straight to 3D and say, screw it, everybody's doing 3D, we'll do that. Not quite what I was looking for, though. It is cool. I am thinking of something more like you would see if it was a mobile video game. So tiny characters on a football field. Running a play. Or about to. Characters running a play. Where I'm thinking most of the YouTube players will be visible on screen. Yeah. Okay, so my second question, and I'm guessing it's going to be stuck. It gets into I will note this, you got to really kind of redirect it hard, almost like you have to start a new question, because it does tend to try to build off the original picture, and you only get slight variations. So you almost have to start over. Like, I think this will keep running if I switch, right? No, it might not. Let me see if I can open this in a new page. Open a new window. Let's see. Okay. So this is what I did yesterday, or the other day. See, I tried to create some images, and see how it kind of got stuck? They were all the same. Even though I kept asking for different styles. I kept saying I wanted it from the side. It kept giving me end zone appearances. This one I said don't give me any grid, because I thought maybe I could just put my grid over the top of it. This one doesn't look too bad. I was trying to think of creating a new front page for my game, but doesn't quite work for me. I mean, it's kind of, I think what ultimately I might do is create my own building images separately, and then put them on the screen and make them like clickable zones, rather than like I'm doing right now, using one big image and then just making clickable zones on the screen, which is going to be harder than just having images on top of another screen, making it look like just a URL click, which is a lot easier, probably a lot more efficient too. Takes away a lot of that overhead code. But some of the things I did, this is the day I started. Look, I did all these images in one day. I did all these in one day, which is awesome that it let me do that. But after that, I haven't been able to do anywhere near that. Okay, so this is, okay, so that's not too bad. I don't know why I did it in black and white. Oh, because I said no air style. Huh. That's really, I mean, it really went dark with the no air. It's not really what I wanted though. So what do you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9 orcs versus 7 lizard men. That don't seem like a very good deal. Somebody's gonna get a penalty. And they got the penalty. So yeah, 2D could look good. I can visualize that. But obviously its the idea of no air style is not the same as mine, because I would create my own little 2D models to go on here, so that's fine. I want us to download this one too. Okay. one last image. Something that looks good. Along those lines, let's do one more image. Fantasy style setting. Fantasy style. But with one team being, what did I say these guys are called? I forgot the names of my teams. I got too many teams. These guys were called, did I actually call them the Saints? Maybe they are the Saints. Oh yeah, they are. I have a team called the Saints, but they're not supposed to, I don't want the Fleur de Louis or whatever this is in it, because that's the New Orleans Saints. And that's not really the image of a saint or anything. It's just I forgot what they said it was. Fleur de Lis. It's actually a French thing. It's a house banner or something like that. I'd rather crosses or something like that, because that's saint, right? I thought this was a pretty good one, but this was not the characters. The characters, see, this is kind of cool, the Saints one here. I thought that wasn't too bad, but that's too busy for what do you call it? It's too busy for a logo, because it's got too much junk going on. It's not a very good logo. And this is the character, or one of the characters I took from it. I decided they would be female. I mean, who cares if they got females in the game, right? That one's not bad too. I took both. I kept them both. That one's really crazy. I don't know what that would look like as a football player, but. And then this was another one that came out pretty good. I think this was the what were they? The Jays or something? The Orioles. This is one of the characters. So yeah, they're. Well, Oriole and we'll call this one. Who is this? Oh, these are one of the owls, but what are they called? I keep forgetting the name. Perfect. Now, oh, bad owls. And owlmen. Oriole men and owlmen. And the other, how about this? No, we'll go with lion, because I have lions too. Lion. It's gonna be like, that's probably way too complicated. I mean, it did come up with these images here, and it's not a bad image generator. It didn't much like I said, certain things it struggles with, but I have been impressed with what it can do. But yeah, since they cut me off 3 images, I'm pretty sure it's going to tell me after this image, you've asked for enough questions, enough things today. You can ask again tomorrow at 9:08. Which makes it pretty useless as an image generator unless you're going to be paying boat tons of money to get their image generation. I'm guessing these might be the premium requests. You know how if you were to use Copilot and we were talking about what is a premium request, I bet you like asking for pictures is a premium request. I've never asked Copilot to do an image, have you? I'm curious if anybody's ever tried it. I've never asked Copilot. I've asked Microsoft Copilot, because you can do unlimited images on Microsoft Copilot. They're just not very good. I mean, they're okay, but they're generally pretty weak. I'm gonna check here. Are there any football games that are developed in a 2D format? Superfoot, soccer, and foot blobbers. I've never even heard of those. Currently in development. That's not even a thing yet. I'll go look at it. I'm sure do they have a page up for it? I mean, I don't even have a page up from, oh look. Well, here's the line. They took the exact same picture. It's almost, look at it, it's the same thing. What, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 7. 6 versus 7. Because at least now the Lions have an advantage. So my images would be tinier, because obviously I'd have like 12 guys on the field. But this is roughly what a 2D version of a football game would look like. I don't know. It's not bad. Let's go back to that. I'll save it just as a piece of reference. It's obviously, let's see, Superfoot. It's in development, so I don't know what that means. Superfoot game. Oops. Superfoot 2D football by Fifty Games. The idea is to create a 2D casual game that allows you to play against other players. Oh. Oh, that's soccer for one thing. Boo. And that's also, that's way, that's, wow, oh, it's a dude on a foot. A dude with a foot. That is totally not what I was thinking. That's soccer. 2D soccer game. And that also looks really bad. That is nowhere near what I want to do with my game. I'm expecting way more of myself than that. So all these are drawing games that are soccer. Wow. Wow. They don't set the bar very high for 2D, do they? Holy moly. I don't think that one, that's 3D. I don't think that's 2D. So is that. These are 2D. Soccer Bros. But these are all soccer. How about American football? Tecmo Bowl. Wow, that's ancient. 1980s. Back when you didn't have a choice. You did 2D because that was all there was. Legend Bowl, a modern indie game. All right, let's go see what Legend Bowl is. Legend Bowl on Steam. Oh. Yeah, see, I think side view would be better. I mean, I guess you could do top-down view. Huh. I guess my idea is just, maybe in my head it just looks better than it actually would be.
Yeah. Okay.
These are all obviously 8-bit.
Hey, look. You can't stop me taking to the house and I'm gone. When I touch down, I hit the pylon. It's the making of a legend when the lights on. Another win, another ring, I got my eyes on. You can't stop me taking to the house and I'm gone. When I touch down, I hit the pylon. It's the making of a legend when the lights on. Another win, another ring, I got my eyes on. Show who's in charge. Hit you with shoulder charge. Leader of the pack. leader of the squad. Right from the kickoff, I give it my all. You not the center of attention, take a hype gone. I'm official like a referee with whistle, super pixel. My potential sharp as pencil, got a missile. Drop back and I launch that. Hands good.
Doesn't look bad. What year is this? 2021?
I got moves for days. I just do it my way. Sun, snow, or rain. Nobody seeing me. DDs is double teaming me. Speedy feet, free me or leave me open. Throw it forward, TD easily. You can't stop me. Take it to the house and I'm gone. When I touch down, I hit the pylon. It's the making of a legend.
Look at that. It's 25 bucks. That's a lot for a 2D game.
When I touch down, I hit the pylon. It's the making of a legend when the lights on. Another win, another ring, I got my eyes on. Yeah, I'm playing for keeps, I'm running it up, what you gon' do? I'm watching the rock, I'm making a stop, I'm coming through. No need to block, cause you can't stop a raging bull.
So, when they go to side view, is it interchanging their, is it a different image? It must be, when you run sideways, it's a different image.
I'm in great stamina, we won championships. I'm racking up every season, check out my resume. Taking out your team on to the next, whoever's in my way. Rookie to an MVP, I'm always player of the game. Unanimous decision when they send me to the Hall of Fame. Hey, you can't stop me, take it to the house and I'm gone. When I touch down, I hit the pylon. It's the making of a legend when the lights
His helmet goes flying.
Another win, another ring, I got my eyes on. You can't stop me, take it to the house and I'm gone. When I touch down,
That's it rated. Very positive. People like it.
another win, another ring, I got my eyes on.
I don't know. It is kind of cool. I mean, it's a control game where it's, it's more like it's more like Madden. Yeah, but it's a 2D Madden game. Pixel games. That's college football and Legend Bowl. So Legend Bowl is about as good as I've seen, but it is a 8-bit. And I don't know. Maybe the visualization I have for 2D is that you'd be looking at it from the side because you're watching. It's a simulation. So now, if you do it from if you watch from behind, it's actually probably easier for control, like for my game, because I'm using a grid that looks at a football game from one direction. And then you don't even have to worry about which way the game goes, left or right, because I mean, if you're going to one end zone or the other, right? Because you're always from behind. You're behind the team. They're always behind the offense. Interesting. Trying to decide. I probably should just stick with my 3D plan. I don't know how this is gonna work, honestly. Visually, I see games doing it. I want to do it. I'm intimidated. I got to get started. Because I got to start seeing what's possible. I'm gonna stick with my plan. Let's just go with 3D. Let's not look dated from the start. My project name. We're gonna call this FPFM. I'm gonna change this to. I'm gonna put this in my GitHub folder because that's where I'm gonna be checking things in from. monetization, huh? Yeah. Connect Unity Cloud lets you set up game services to manage access and other settings for the Unity Cloud project. Do I want to do that? I'm using my own version, so that is loud. What the heck? Let's turn it off. Franchise mode, uniform editor. So I mean, it's a pretty full-featured game for 24 bucks. That's cool. Huh. Tennessee Kings, position, skill, speed, agility, strength. I'm just kidding. I like to look at the layout of games to see how they went about it, see if I like the way it's set up. Connect Unity Cloud. Editor project must be closed. Why? Project doesn't use Unity version control. Alright, so the project is currently open in the Unity editor. Please close it in the editor. Proceed with operation. Okay. How do I close it in the editor? What editor? Do I have an editor open? I don't know. I guess it's installing something? Another thing? Like, I don't even know. It's taking me forever to get things even up and running in Unity. By the time I get it up and running, I guess I'll be doing Unity tomorrow. What do we got here? Cincinnati Salamanders. Lineup editor. Sport news. Arguably the best football game on the market still, even years later. Feels like a retro game for the SNES era, but with modern conventions. Can support mods if you want. Even has a present preset roster you can load in game that's equivalent but legally distinct from the real NFL. It can be edited if you wish. Paired with College Bowl so you can export draft classes. It's like the Madden NCAA combo. We've longed to have for years. Worth it for any football fans who are sick of EA garbage. Great superior alternative to Madden. Good gameplay, charming graphics, good sense of humor, and good mod support. Just downloading the real NFL teams and roster updates. Great time. It's fun for once. I got the hang of the controls, but at first it was really, really hard. Until now, I can't consistently run more than 1 yard kick successful for goal. Franchise game mode provides a lot more features to manage rosters. I'm able to sign and trade players on a whim, not just waiting until the ending chance pops up in the middle of the season. The salary cap is also not too punchy, so it's easy to control. Also, the facilities are pretty good. It's called, it's neutral review because overall it's a quality game that deserves its very positive label, but since I have to pick positive or negative, I'm going to come because I think the people that would agree benefit from my person are probably more likely to read. Deep playbooks. Good audible motion flip play implementation on both offense and defense. Lots of little touches that gave the game life and personality. Solid, albeit imperfect, simplified franchise with fairly robust settings. Tweak the game to your liking. You can tell the devs were passionate about making quality projects. What I don't like, button mashing minigame, and you really need to mash, and you're doing it constantly. Blockers can engage you from any angle, including from you get different passes by holding down and releasing LCs. The game, all of these are about actually playing. There's an element to the game design that takes the ability to succeed out of your control and places it into stats. I'm not a big fan of game design that removes user control. Well, you're not going to have any user control in my game. See, and then people expect to be able to just do whatever they want with their quarterback. Like, oh, you throw the ball. Well, it should be right on target. If it's not, then it's something you did. It's the game. The game broke it. I threw this perfectly. Uh-huh. No, the game did some random stats thing and screwed me up. That's this guy complaining. Logic and switch play. For one, you guys do have skills, and they aren't going to be accurate all the time. It doesn't matter how good you think they are. Logic and switch player selection. I think most people's natural expectation would be for the game to switch to the nearest unblocked defender. Instead, the game often switches you to a defender that's either already stuck in the blocking and or already beaten by the ball carrier. I think this is a small, possibly even one-man dev team that realized franchise mode was out of their initial project scope, then implemented it the best they could. So while I wish it was more robust, I can fault them for working within the scope, but just know that there's limitations to franchise mode. Fantastic games for someone who wants an alternative to wanting to try a game for the pro feel. This game has seemingly simple gameplay, but it has big. See, I would, if it did a simulation, I would be willing to try it out. Fun game. Playbooks are huge. So much better than Madden. Playbooks are huge. That's the thing. Getting a lot of plays. Plays take time to develop, and you gotta develop them in a way. Like mine is, I'm building them so that when I create a play, the game already knows how to do the play. But I still have to create those plays. So if you create 100 plays, you gotta have 100 plays. You know, I mean, that takes a long time. They're not that easy to create, because you got to remember, people. When people are developing these games and they give you a huge playbook, that means they spend a lot of time creating those plays. Even with a play editor, I've got a play editor I'm going to use for my development. And it kind of works. It works good. I mean, but you got to set up every route, the actions these players do on the route. I don't know, maybe there's a better way, but I think, I don't think there is. I think mine works pretty good. And it could go pretty fast, but still doing it 100 times, coming up with stuff. So you basically got to go looking for plays and what exists out there and try to copy plays. And giving lots and lots of options is great, but it takes time. That's a lot of data entry. Anyway, how's my install going? Are we there yet? Hey, what is that? I have a Unity thing going. I don't know how do I open this in okay, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm looking at this going, duh. What I should have probably done is the example thing. Main camera, direct light, global. All right. I'm not going to be detoured. What time is it? Oh, I've got 30 minutes to try to get anything done on here, having no idea what I'm doing. What does that mean? Why is this not minimizable? What the heck? Hello? Oh, I see. This is the thing I'm looking for. Sheesh. That's weird to make the white. Alright, let's close this. The white border on top disappeared. Okay. So let's see here. I'm gonna put AI to work right away. What do I want to do? What's the first question I should ask AI? I think I want to put this in Visual Studio though. Yeah. Let's close that. Let's go to let's go here. All right, so create a new project in Unity. Open Unity Hub, click New Project button, choose blah blah blah, specify the project name location, click Create to generate the project. Set Visual Studio as the default script editor. In Unity, go to Edit Preferences. Oh, I gotta open Unity again. Show Explorer, add command line, disconnect, use Unity version control, remove project from list. Preferences, okay. On Windows or Unity, preferences on macOS. Under the External Tools tab, set Visual Studio. External Tools tab. I don't see an External Tools tab. Installs? Appearances? Licenses? Privacy? Advanced? Okay. Edit. Is there an edit preferences? Edit. Oh, that's going to open Unity. Do I go to edit preferences in the Unity engine? Is that what the Unity, is that what it meant? All right, let's see what this does. Okay, edit preferences. External tools. Okay, so I think we're in the right place. Oh, external script editor. Oh, there it is. Open the project in Visual Studio. Double-click any C# script in your Unity project. This will automatically open the script in Visual Studio 22. Oh. Okay. Use Visual Studio to write and debug your C# scripts. Unity will automatically compile the scripts when you save them. Oh. Oh, okay, so I have to use the Unity editor for the graphics part. Okay, so I get it. That's just for when I need to start writing stuff. No. This is what I thought in my head. I was thinking about just giving commands to AI and writing everything in C# and not doing anything in the UI because I have no idea what the UI, how to do the UI. Is that a cop out, or is that even possible? I don't know. I don't know what you can do. I got to start somewhere though. So let's go to, I don't know. Let's go to Claude, since ChatGPT is kind of lame, and Gemini I don't think is that great either. So let's go give Claude a shot. I get a few questions. I get 20 Clauditions. Really? Evening, Claude. How goes it? So, I am starting my Unity part of the football game I have been developing. Not sure. Let's see. I have installed Unity and created a project. From there, I have no idea where to start. I thought it would be great to start by creating a football field. Is this something you can guide me through? Let's see, Claude's like, let's guide you through creating a basic football field in Unity. All right, let's see how good AI is at get me a football field. Let's guide you through creating basic football field in Unity. All right, so this is it, man. I'm going to start my my journey into Unity and creating the football graphic side by doing this little thing in Claude. So here it is. I asked them, you know, friendly starter. Then I said, I'm starting my football game I have been developing. I have installed Unity and created a project. From there, I have no idea where to start. I thought it would be a great start to create a football field. Is this something you guide me through? He said, yeah, sure, man. I can help you with that. So, hierarchical panel. Okay. In your project, go to hierarchical panel, right click and select 3D object. Okay, so let's close this. And let's go see where this hierarchical panel is. What the heck is a hierarchical? Oh, there it is, hierarchy panel. I'm already on it. Okay. The hierarchy panel. And then right click and right click 3D object. Yeah. And then click plane. All right, click on plane. Oh, I got a plane down. I've got a plane. This will be the base of your football field. Yes, it looks like a good football field. In the inspector panel, adjust the scale to match football field proportions, typically 120 by 53 meters for American football. Is that so? Well, why would I want meters? I don't want meters. All right, so how do I adjust this? In the inspector panel, what's the inspector panel? Console, scene, inspector, aha. Position, rotation, plane. Position, transform, scale. Adjust the scale. Okay, so we'll say 153. Oh, 120 by 53. Whoops. 120 by 53. Okay, well that looks that does not look right. Because that don't look proportionally right. Does that look? Oh, because my grid is all the squares are huge. They're like really long and oblongated. In your project panel, right click and select create material. In the what panel? In the project panel. Project. Okay, somewhere around here is project. Inspector. Scene, hierarchical, store, game. Oh, there it is, project. Okay, so then we got to go to what? Create material. And select Create material. Create. Oh, materials. Create material? Oh. Is there a create down here? No. Assets, packages. In your project panel, right click and select. Oh, just in the panel. Create. Oh, create material. Oh, I'm getting somewhere now. All right. Create material. Name it field material. Where am I naming it at? Oh, okay. How about grass? Football field grass. We'll call it grass. Because, yeah, How about football field material? Material. All right. Name it. Okay. See the albedo color to green for grass. Set the albedo color. Albedo color? Albedo. Albedo color? Is that this thing? What is an albedo color? Is it, where do I set the albedo color at? Set the albedo color. Surface and surface. Oh, alpha clipping. Base, metallic, source, normal, occlusion, emission tiling, mask, advanced options. So one of these things. Okay, I don't know where albedo color is. Edit. Oh, wow. Woo, that's how I get to Visual Studio. All right, learning something anyway. Do you want to allow public and private networks to access this app? No. Sure, why not? I don't know, whatever. All right, I don't know where albedo color is. Set the albedo color. I don't know what that is. Or where that is. Properties. Oh. Kind of looks like that thing. Metallic. Surface type. Render face. Alpha clipping. I don't know what the albedo color is. Okay. I don't want to waste it on trivial stuff. How do I have a material open in Unity, but I cannot find albedo color. I'm asking this is the easy questions guy. Selection material in the spectre. Look at the shader drop down at the top. Shader drop down at the top. Is there a shader drop down? All right. Select your material in the inspector. Yes. Shader drop down. Oh, okay. If it says something like unlit or UI, the albedo option might not be available. Switch to shader that supports albedo, such as standard or ERP. Aha! Standard or ERP? I guess we'll switch to standard because I have no idea what ERP is. I'll go to standard. Albedo. We're going to set that to green because why not? What the heck is green on here? So what's that? The best way to go. Oh, here we go. Let's click to add new preset. Oh. I don't know. I want to put a word in, but I guess I could just go 0 here and 0 here. Shouldn't that give me green? And then I'll just go with some shade of green. Well, it looks like grass, kind of like that one. Sure. All right, there we go, man. That's set. All right. Now let's go back to my other guy for the details. Okay. And apply the material. Apply to your plane by dragging it onto the plane in the scene. That's all I gotta do. Oh, close. How do you do that? I'm dragging it onto the plane. I don't know how to drag it. That's the easy stuff, right? Just drag it. Just drag it, he says. Do I drag the whole thing? Apply this material to your plane by dragging it onto the plane in the scene. I'm trying, but it says no. What am I dragging? Nothing drags here. There is no dragging anything. What am I dragging? Oh, maybe, do I drag this on there? Okay, so my albedo color is not green, it's purple. Pretty sure that's not what it's supposed to be. How come, add field markings for, okay, so that is not green. That did not change it to green. I did set the albedo color. Do I, I don't know. But this is not green. Okay, let's ask another easy question here. Okay, I found it. Check. Now, when I drag the asset onto the screen, it is not showing as the color I set, just the default color still. It's hot in here. Alexa, turn off Firestorm. If your asset isn't defined the color you set and is defaulting to another color, here are some possible reasons. Material assignment. Ensure the correct materials assigned to the asset. Sometimes Unity defaults to different materials if the asset has multiple materials or submeshes. Check the asset's render component in the inspector and verify that the intended material is applied. Well, I got the right material, I think. Inspector. Football material. Yep, that's the one. Football material. got the right one. All right, so it's even got the green albedo on it. But why is it not showing that color? The asset appearance might be affected by scene lighting. Check if the material's color is visible under the current lighting conditions. Why would it be? I don't have any lighting conditions. Nope, that ain't it. Material overrides if the asset is part of a prefab. Multiple materials. If the asset is multiple materials. Now, Hmm. Nope, that doesn't do anything. Well, let's keep going. Let's go see what the other thing is. If the asset is part of a prefab. Oh, nope, looking at the wrong one. Let's go back to you. Basic terrain. Create the field material. Add field markings. For yard lines and boundaries, you can create additional thin lines with white materials, or use textures. Create a texture with field markings and add it to your field material. Okay. When I drag the material onto the plane, it is not showing as the color I set, just the default purple color. That's a common issue. The most common reason materials appear differently is insufficient lighting in your scene. Make sure you have direct lighting on your scene. If not, create one by going... Really? Why would green not be visible? Just there's not enough lighting? I don't have any lighting on my scene, I don't think. Double check your material by setting it in the project panel. In the inspector, verify that you actually changed albedo color to green. Make sure you're using the standard shader or universal render pipeline shader. I don't know, let's go with the universal render pipeline shader. That's the URP. Oh, okay. Terrain. Lit. I don't know what that just did. Made everything vanish. Shader if using URP. What did I just do? I have nothing. Just black now. Untagged. It's like the basics. The basics. I'm just trying to put a green line on my screen. How hard can it be? Apparently hard enough. What? Why did I? Okay, I don't know what I'm doing anymore, man. All right, let's go back to standard. Specular setup standard. All right, so double check your material by selecting project panel. And let me see what you got. Change albedo color to green. I do have it green. It's green. I don't know what the little white line is on it, but it's green. Game object light, directional light. Position it to properly illuminate your field. Make sure you have a directional light. Go to game object light. What is game object? Game object? Is that the game object? Where is game object? I gotta laugh because this is gonna be, it's gonna be like this for the first day or two. I'm just gonna be stumbling and tripping and falling all around. Game object. Ooh, simulator. Where's the game object? I don't know. If not, create one by going to game object. Oh, game object. Oh, look at that. It's a menu called game object. Light. Directional light. Light. Directional light. Da-da. How do I change it? Wait, do I have to rotate it somehow? Position it to properly illuminate your field. I don't know. How do you rotate it? How do you position this? Tell me that doesn't look like, proportionally, how that doesn't look really messed up. That just looks, looks way off. It's 120 by 53. How about 50 by, that's about right, but it's meters. Can I change the scale options? Like set it in inches or yards or feet or something? Properties. $120, 53. That's just like, why is that? That don't seem right. Why is it so much different going that way? I wonder if it's supposed to, I wonder if I got the Z wrong. Like Y is up. You know, it might be up. Let's put this to 0. Put this to 53. Aha! There we go. That's more like it. Y is like the vertical. I get it now. Woohoo! I'm so smart. Wait, what did I do? Nope. I don't know how that works. How do I rotate you? Oh look, I can just do over the top. Cool. Alright, back to this. Still not getting my albedo color. Why is it purple? Why are you purple? Stop being purple, dude. I told you to be... You're supposed to be green. It says green right there. Cut out, fade, transparent. What happened to my lighting? Didn't I just stick a light in there? Okay, I don't know what happened to my light, but I gotta go back to it. Create another light. Light. Directional light, it said. Position it. Yeah, but how do I... Oh. Rotation? So there's no grabbing and rotating? You have to just... Oh, wait, use this thing. Nope, that just grabs the whole screen. Move tool. Ah, rotation tool. Aha! Does that do anything? Ooh. I don't know. How do I know if it's doing anything like lighting wise? Do I have to turn it on? The light placement tool temporarily changes the scene camera to look through the current selected light. Oh, we're looking through the light. Because it's really close to the light. Weird. So I'm definitely looking at the screen because I think if I were to rotate this guy, rotate it the wrong way, like if I did it that way, I'd be looking off into space. Yeah, I'd be looking off into space, see? So I'm definitely facing the right way. So now what? It's there. It's pointing at my field. At least it should be. Yeah. It does kind of look greenish, but that's not the same shade of green by any means. That's crazy. Okay, so I have two directional lights. I don't know what that one is. Let's delete that one. So I have my directional light. It's pointing at the field because I can obviously see light. Main camera, which I don't know what that's looking at. Oh, I do have a directional light. I have two. Oh, I have two directional lights still. All right, so I just need to select the right one. I am so upside down. Let's rotate this back to where it needs to be. Can we shrink so I can see what I'm doing? Oh, I see what the problem is here. I think I'm moving my camera away from my target. Except I am so confused as to what I'm looking at right now. Why am I not looking at the whole big screen anymore? Did it get big all of a sudden? What just happened here? Why? What is going on? Why am I like... I don't know why I'm suddenly all zoomed in or big or whatever this is. I don't know what I'm looking at. Help! Help! What happened to my screen? Somebody help me. I still don't know why it's not green, and I also don't know why I'm flipped upside down or why I'm looking at it from this angle. The first day of Unity has got brought to you by Nincompoop. That's the story. What the heck is going on here? Okay, I'm sure I'm doing... What am I... That just takes me to my camera. Do I need to rotate it somehow? Rotation tool? What is this? Rect tool, transform tool, rotate tool. Okay, that's just moving my camera around. That ain't helping me at all. I want this thing. But it's like it's not doing anything. Oh, am I like still stuck in my light? Maybe I need to turn this off. Oh. No. That's my light. Use the scene view navigation controls to move it around. I don't know what happened. I don't know why my thing is all upside down and I don't know how to fix it. Toggle the visibility of the grid. Oh. Okay. Center. I shrink it. It doesn't matter. I can shrink it out forever. It never centers my thing again and I'm always upside down. I don't know what I did. I did something. What did I do? I'm off the screen. How if I just Control Z a bunch of times? Control Z. How come? Let's see if any of this stuff will put me back to where I was. I obviously broke something. I'm like totally upside down. Did it just... Why is it like a bug? Yeah, it's like it's just... It's not even... It's I don't know what I'm looking at. Why is it sitting like that? All right, let's close and reopen. Do you want to save changes? No, because I don't even know what I did. I'm like upside down and I can't figure out why. Is it this thing? Oh, it's this thing. Bottom. Orientation. I don't want to do top. How do I change this to be like... Free. What is free? Perspective. I can move this camera around, but I don't know. Okay, so I'm getting somewhere. It is this thing. This is the top. But where is my field? I go bottom. It's like my plane disappeared. Maybe I'm not dragged on there anymore, but I still don't... If I click on the plane... See, I'm not even on the screen. How do I... Is there no way to adjust this? There's not like a... How do I use the free rotation? There's no right click. What's the other one? This one? I don't know. Alright, let's see here. How do I reset my perspective to the default and put my object back in the center? Reset the scene view perspective. In the scene view, locate the scene gizmo, the cube in the top right corner of the screen. Right click the cube and select free to reset the perspective to the default view. Alternatively, you can shift click the cube to quickly reset the view to a default angle. Shift click. Okay, but where did my plane go? That's the question. Because it's like not on, it's not in view anymore. I'm like not on the screen anymore. Shift click? Shift click. Huh. Yeah, it just vanished. I don't know where it went. I do have this plane somewhere. But where? I do not know. It's something that just vanished on me. Where did my plane go? Where did it go? What time is it? Oh, it's 10:10. See, I could burn up days on this, just not knowing what I'm doing. Okay. Select the object in the hierarchy in the inspector. Set the object position to 0, 0, 0. Okay, so we click plane. Position is 0, 0, 0. That's a rotation of it. I don't know. I'm going with this will place the object at the center of the screen. Really? 0. So are you telling me it's in the center of my screen? It's here and I'm just not seeing it? Am I like blind? I'm just turning my tools on and off. Center. Toggle to handle position. The tool handle is placed at the center of the selection. Huh. I don't know. I don't see it. It's just like gone. I don't know where it went. I probably don't need whatever that is. It is making it bigger, but it's like it's not on screen. Huh. It's like, is it not visible? Is it my light object? It's like not, it's not showing anymore. I like turned off my light and so now it's not showing my grid anymore. And it said it's 0, 0, 0 according to this. Huh, it's just gone. It's just gone. Whatever happened to my object? In the inspector, set the object as under transform. These just, huh. Well, turn me right side up, but my object plane is nowhere to be found. Focus on the plane. In the hierarchy, select the plane object. Hover over the scene view and press F key to focus on it. What does it say? It says, in the hierarchy, hover over the scene view. Hierarchy, select the plane object. Press the F key. Oops, nope. Nope. And now I'm hovering over scene view. Press the F key. Oh. Is that it? Ah, I found it! And this needs to be turned back into a 0. And this into a 53. Yay! I feel so satisfied. I found the object I started working on. It's still not green. I have no idea why it's not green. You know, is the border green? I wonder if I got this set up wrong. I don't know what that little white line is there. Click to add new preset. Huh. I don't know, whatever it is, none of this works. And transparent, it's not transparent. Cut out? No. Fade? No. Transparent? No. Might as well be. Opaque. Alright, so rendering mode. What is going on here? Why is it not showing up as the right color though? Right. Alright, so it doesn't. Right. I asked them both why. Neither one of them could tell me. It's really kind of a weird angle though. Oh, that goes off the screen completely because you're totally on the horizon. I don't even know. How do I rotate this? Oh, that's rotating the light. I don't want to rotate the light. I want to rotate the object. There we go. It's definitely distorted though. It's not really a rectangle anymore. All right, well, first things first. So I've got my image. It's just not turning green for whatever reason. I have this, but it's not actually green. It's just like, why is it not showing? So I set the albedo color of my material to green, and I apply it to my plane object. It shows as purple. Really, the material still shows as purple on the circle display, but the albedo color is set to green. Somehow the color is not being applied to material. In Unity, even before I try to add it to my object. Ah, classic Unity material confusion. If Unity can't find or compile a shader using its default to the bright purple color, in the inspector, look at the shader dropdown. Is it set to valid shader like standard or ERP? If it says missing or hidden, no, it's set to standard. It says standard. Let's try this standard. Does that matter? Is there like an option that says apply shader? If it says missing, nope. Did the shader compile properly? Sometimes a customer imported shader fails. What do you mean compile? Aha, do I need to compile it? What do you mean compile? You mentioned the material preview circle still shows purple even before sending it to the object. That's a big hint that it's not just your object. The material itself is broken or missing key data. Create a brand new material. Right click. Okay. Right click. Create material. We'll try again. Create material. Okay. Set shader something valid. Universal render pipeline lit. Is that a thing? Lit. Okay. We'll try the lit one. Set albedo color to but there is no albedo color. I don't see an albedo color here. There's no albedo color. But I have a base map. URP lit does not have an albedo color. URP lit does not have albedo color. It does have a base map that I can set the color to. Set the color for. Okay, I'll try that. I don't care. 0, 0. I'll go down to about there. It's a pretty good green color. Ah, it changed the color of my thing though. That worked. I have a green rectangle for a football field now. Aren't I special? I'm so proud of me. But, is that right? What is the proper what is the proper dimensions? Dimensions of a football field. 120 by 53. That's what I got, 120 by 53. That doesn't look football field-y, does it? Does this look like roughly a little over double? 120 by 53. 120 by 53. That's what I got, 120 by 53. That doesn't look football field-y, does it? Does this look like roughly a little over double? 120 by 53. 120 by 53. That's what I got, 120 by 53. That doesn't look football field-y, does it? Does this look like roughly a little over double? feels like more than double, but okay. I mean, way more than double. All right, so, whoops. I think that's a good point to stop, because I'm going to be up all night. I'll work on this more tomorrow. Let's get a field made. Then we'll maybe try and do some stuff with it. I got to put some lines. I have a grid. I wonder if I could just grab my text grid that I created. And plop it over it.